Hello friends, my name is Dr. Watts. I am a general practitioner, a GP in NHS Scotland, and I'm also a scientist by training. In today's video, we are going to talk about cancer myths. With the internet serving as a breeding ground for misinformation, scare stories about cancer can spread rapidly through well-intentioned shares on social media and email chains. Unfortunately, some of these stories may be fueled by companies aiming to promote their safer or chemical-free products, leading to widespread confusion and anxiety. With millions of people affected by cancer worldwide, it is crucial to debunk these myths and to provide accurate information to raise awareness and promote informed decision-making. In this video, I wish to debunk some of the most prevalent cancer myths so that you can focus on what truly matters. Cancer is contagious. That's a huge myth. Cancer is not contagious and cannot be transmitted from person to person through touch, bodily fluids, or any other means. It is caused by genetic mutations within cells, which can be influenced by a combination of genetic, environmental, and lifestyle factors. Cancer is always a death sentence. This is a myth again. Cancer research, diagnosis, and treatment advances have significantly improved survival rates over the past few decades. Early detection and appropriate treatment can lead to favorable outcomes for many cancer patients. It is important to remember that cancer is not a single disease. It is a collection of over 100 different types, and each with its own characteristics and prognosis. Cancer is always caused by an unhealthy lifestyle. It's a myth. While lifestyle choices can indeed contribute towards cancer risk, they are not the sole cause of it. Many factors, including genetics, environmental exposures, and random mutations during cell division, can lead to cancer. Although adopting a healthy lifestyle is important for cancer prevention, it does not guarantee that an individual will never develop the disease. Another myth is that anti-prespirants and the deodorants and underwired bras cause breast cancer. For nearly 2 decades, claims suggesting that antiperspirants and underwired bras can cause breast cancer has persisted. However, you can breathe a sigh of relief knowing that no scientific evidence supports these claims. The theories behind these claims include antiperspirants prevent the body from eliminating toxins leading to cancer. Chemicals from antiperspirants enter the lymph nodes through sweat glands. Or bras, especially those with underwires, block lymph channels, impairing the body's ability to fight off cancer and infection. Despite prevalence of these theories, there is no scientific evidence, anatomical basis, or medical foundation to support these claims. It is worth noting that over half of the breast cancers are found in the quarter of the breast closest to the armpit, but this is simply because that area contains most of the breast tissue. Another myth is that talcum powder causes ovarian cancer. Now, in 2016, talcum powder made global headlines when Johnson & Johnson was ordered to pay £40 million in compensation to an American woman who developed ovarian cancer. Now, this incident has raised concerns about the potential risk or the potential link between talcum powder and cancer. So what is the fact? A study involving 4,000 women, half of whom had ovarian cancer, concluded that using talcum powder or talc was associated with a 33% higher risk of developing the disease, with a trend for increasing risk depending on the duration and frequency of use. However, this study had several flaws, and the number of women affected was minimal. Even among those at highest risk, only 41 cases of ovarian cancer were reported over 24 years. So despite these findings, it is essential not to panic. If you have used talcum powder in the past, the evidence is inconclusive and the overall risk remains relatively low. Pesticides in food cause cancer. Now, this myth or let's say the fears surrounding the presence of pesticides in food and the potential link to cancer have persisted for years after stemming from the use of potent chemicals on crops in the past. So while concerns about pesticides and cancer risk have historical roots, modern pesticides are carefully regulated and monitored. If they are not monitored, they are not regulated, we cannot say about it. But the monitored and the regulated pesticides, they have been very carefully looked after. And national guidelines suggest that any potential risk, if present, is vastly outweighed by the healthy benefits of consuming fresh fruits and vegetables. Nevertheless, it's always prudent to take precautionary measures because, like, washing your fruits and vegetables thoroughly before consumption can help minimize any potential risks associated with pesticide residues. Another myth which does the round is that artificial sweeteners can cause cancer. The safety of artificial sweeteners such as aspartame has been a subject of debate and concern for many, with some suggesting a potential link to cancer. The fact is that the best available evidence, including numerous studies and reviews, demonstrates that artificial sweeteners, including aspartame, do not increase the risk of cancer. The European Food Safety Authority has also reviewed the evidence, concluding that artificial sweeteners are not harmful within daily limits, which are more than most people would consume in one day. Now, artificial sweeteners are chemical substances that taste sweet and are used as sugar substitutes in various products, including soft drinks, desserts, chewing gum, and toothpaste. They provide a sweet taste with fewer or no calories and are often found in diet or low zero sugar products. So there is no link found between artificial sweeteners and cancer. However, there could be other issues using artificial sweeteners instead of sugar, but that is not the talk of this video. Another myth is that eating burnt food causes cancer. A common concern is whether eating burnt foods or foods high in acrylamide, such as toast or charred root vegetables, can cause or increase the risk of cancer. Now, the fact is that acrylamide is a chemical found in starchy foods like bread, potatoes, when they are cooked at high temperatures for extended periods. However, the best available evidence does not show a link between consuming acrylamide from burnt food or burnt toast, burnt chips, or crispy potatoes and an increased risk of cancer. High-quality studies have not demonstrated that acrylamide from food causes cancer in humans. Instead, it is essential to focus on maintaining a healthy, balanced diet, which includes more fruits and vegetables, high-fiber foods, and reduced consumption of processed, ultra-processed food and red meats and sugars and fats and salt. Although concerns exist about acrylamide and burnt foods, the best evidence available does not support a connection between these foods and increased cancer risk. Another myth is that milk and dairy products cause cancer. Many people wonder if consuming milk and dairy products can cause cancer, and the fact remains that there is insufficient evidence to prove that there is a connection between milk and dairy products and cancer. Now, casein, the primary protein in milk, has not shown to cause cancer in humans. Dairy products containing essential proteins, vitamins, and calcium that contribute to overall health, and high calcium content could play a role in reducing bowel cancer. Dairy products do contain some hormones, but the amounts are very small compared to what body naturally produces. And there is no strong evidence to show that these hormones cause cancer. The NHS Eat Well guide recommends including some dairy and or dairy alternatives as a part of healthy, balanced diet. Another myth is that an injury or a blow to the breast causes cancer. Injuries, trauma, or blows to the breast do not cause breast cancer. There is no good explanation on how an injury could lead to cancer in breast tissue. However, injuries may sometimes lead to the discovery of cancer that was already present near the injured site. If someone experiences an injury or blow to the breast, they may check the area themselves or have it examined by a healthcare professional. If there is already cancer present, these checks could detect it. But this doesn't mean that injury caused the cancer, while they may sometimes lead to the discovery of pre-existing cancer or the formation of even non-cancerous lumps. Cosmetics cause cancer. Now, this is a myth as there have been concerns about whether chemicals in cosmetics can cause cancer. there is no evidence that antiperspirants or body sprays containing aluminium cause cancer. Personal use of hair dye is not linked to increased cancer risk, although daily exposure in hairdressers and barbers might raise their bladder cancer risk, requiring further research. Parabens used as preservatives in cosmetics do not cause cancer, and their potential estrogenic effect in rats has not been proven in human beings. Medical scans and air travel cause cancer. This myth also does a lot of rounds. High energy ionizing radiation can cause cancer by damaging cells and DNA. Some medical scans like X-rays expose us to small amounts of ionizing radiation, but the health risks are low and typically outweighed by the benefits of accurate diagnosis. Radiation exposure during air travel or airport body scanners is unlikely to increase cancer risk. Cosmic radiation is slightly higher at high altitudes, but the additional exposure for passengers is minimal and is unlikely to affect cancer risk even for frequent flyers. Airport body scanners use low levels of ionizing radiation or non-ionizing radiation, which have not been shown to increase cancer risk. Now, stress causes cancer. Stress, this is again a myth. Stress does not directly increase cancer risk. High-quality, long-term studies have found no evidence linking stress to a high risk of cancer. However, how people cope with or manage stress can affect the risk of and potentially impact cancer risk. Stress may lead to unhealthy behaviors such as smoking, poor diet, excessive alcohol consumption, or reduced physical activity, which can indirectly increase cancer risk. If you are struggling with prolonged stress, it is important to talk to your doctor about ways to manage it. Remember, there are many proven ways to reduce cancer risk and maintain a healthy lifestyle. I hope this information has helped you differentiate between facts and myths, and then focus on better lifestyle, healthy eating, exercise to prevent the risks of cancer. Take care. See you in the next video.